You retire? You're not retired? What's going on?
Oh, I'm still active. I'm active, yeah, training. I do training.
Is Manny gonna fight again? Is he gonna do an exhibition? He wants to, right?
You don't want an exhibition. You just want a real fight.
Or a real fight.
You know, it has to be financial. I mean, any fighter that comes back, especially from retirement, a guy like Manny Pacquiao, it definitely has to do with money.
Boxing icon Manny Pacquiao has officially announced his return to the ring at 46, confirming he'll face off against rising star Mario Barrios. Speaking with the same drive and confidence that marked his legendary career, Pacquiao made it clear, age won't hold him back. He's out to prove he still has what it takes to compete at the highest level. This isn't just a comeback, it's a statement. Fans around the world are excited as the 8-division world champ gears up for what could be one of the most talked about fights of the year.
In a world title fight against the WBC welterweight champion Mario Barrios. Date yet to be confirmed, venue yet to be confirmed, but it looks like it will be in July and in Las Vegas. Yeah, massive news announced yesterday by the WBC president, and you know, it was so out of left field. You know, Pacquiao hasn't fought professionally since 2021. That was 4 years ago. He was 41 at the time, and of course he lost to Yordenis Ugas, the very, very tricky Cuban fighter. Convincingly lost to Yordenis Ugas, and in that fight 4 years ago, as I say.
Manny Pacquiao is making his return to boxing after stepping away from the sport in 2021, following a loss to Yordenis Ugas. At the time, he had shifted his focus to politics, even running for president in the Philippines. While his political run didn't go the distance, many in the boxing world always felt Pacquiao's story in the ring wasn't finished. With more than 20 years of experience, 62 wins, and a long list of titles, Pacquiao's name still stands for speed, power, and relentless drive. Now, he'll face Mario Barrios, a 29-year-old rising star who represents the new wave of boxing talent. Barrios has already made a name for himself with victories over fighters like Giovanni Santiago and a tough matchup with Gervonta "Tank" Davis. Known for his sharp technique, toughness, and strong will, Barrios isn't just looking to share the spotlight, he's aiming to take it. "I have nothing but respect for Manny Pacquiao," Barrios said in a recent interview. "But this is my era now. I'm not stepping in the ring to admire him, I'm stepping in to win." The fight is being billed as a major event, catching the attention of both die-hard boxing fans and casual viewers. Set in Las Vegas, a city famous for unforgettable boxing nights, the bout is expected to pull in big pay-per-view numbers. The announcement has brought fresh excitement to the sport, especially in the welterweight division, which has seen a recent surge in talent and fan interest.
Manny Pacquiao versus Mario Barrios? Okay, if this was for a massive bag, I get it. But you're fighting for a non-pay-per-view event, so you're going to be fighting for free against a guy like Manny Pacquiao. Why? There are plenty of other fights to be making. But yet we're getting Manny Pacquiao and Mario Barrios. Is Manny Pacquiao even ready to fight in the ring? Why is he? I get he still loves the sport, but listen, you are an all-time great, a legend of the sport, a Hall of Famer. Why return? Why not just go pursue other things? If anything, do those little cheap expedition fights that you did last year, or those that are similar to that of what Floyd Mayweather keeps doing. Why is Manny Pacquiao doing a real legitimate fight? I get for its world championship, but against Mario Barrios. Why is Mario Barrios agreeing to this? Unless there is some astronomically large amount of money being given out for this fight makes no sense for either party. And I'm sick of having this welterweight division held up by dumb stuff like this. We don't want this fight. It makes absolutely no sense. And all it does is hold up the welterweight division a little bit longer.
Mario Barrios has openly shared his excitement about the chance to fight Manny Pacquiao. "I'm very excited about the possibility of this fight," he said. "Pacquiao is a legend, a future Hall of Famer, and someone I looked up to growing up. Getting to share the ring with him would be an honor and a dream come true." His comments reflect deep respect for Pacquiao's legacy, along with a strong desire to test himself against one of boxing's all-time greats. Meanwhile, Pacquiao has been hard at work in training camp. Recent footage shows him sparring with younger fighters, still flashing the quick hands and footwork that once made him nearly unbeatable. His longtime trainer, Freddie Roach, believes he's still got it. "Manny's always been a special athlete," Roach said. "His work ethic is unmatched, and he's taking this fight very seriously." Pacquiao's comeback taps into a timeless sports story, the veteran athlete chasing one more moment of glory. In a sport as demanding and unforgiving as boxing, that journey carries real risks. But Pacquiao seems unfazed. He's made it clear this fight isn't about money or fame, it's about passion and purpose. People think I've got nothing left to prove, he said. But I want to do this one more time, for myself, for my fans, and for my country. For Barrios, this is a huge opportunity. Beating someone like Pacquiao could skyrocket his career and open the door to even bigger fights. While some doubt whether Pacquiao can still compete at the top level, others warn that counting out a fighter with his experience and ring smarts would be a big mistake.
What's the next fight you're working?
You're going working now.
Where? Oh, you're going to New York? No, I'm saying. You know, I told someone that he's one of the main coaches here, and they said, why is Roberts Gardner a coach? They thought he was the guy. No, I'm serious. Someone thought that you were the Gardner guy.
What? No. Blas?
Yeah, no, someone seriously, one of the boxing reporters. No, Blas. I said, no, he's not. Yeah, of course, he's a legend. Where is he?
What is yours?
The firefighter.
They thought I was
Because they saw the videos and they got confused. Oh, Mikey's here. Who's the guy with Mikey? Who's the guy with Mikey? Okay, really quick. Manny Pacquiao. It looks like he's fighting Barrios July 19th. Who wins? Pacquiao? Why? What do you think?
He says Barrios.
You think Barrios? Are you joking or are you serious?
Like 50.
He's 46. But he's still Pacquiao.
No, he's not. What is yours? I think Barrios.
You said Pacquiao. I think Pacquiao.
Experience is a weapon, said boxing analyst Max Kellerman. Pacquiao has seen every style and every trick in the book. Barrios may be younger and possibly stronger right now, but there's a reason Pacquiao is a legend. You don't bet against someone like him easily. As the fight draws closer, the stakes are becoming clearer. For Pacquiao, a win could mark a powerful comeback, and maybe even spark one last push for a title. For Barrios, it's a chance to prove himself and signal a changing of the guard in the sport. Promoters are going all out to build the hype, releasing dramatic trailers, interviews, and exclusive behind-the-scenes footage. Both fighters have kept fans engaged on social media, posting training clips, motivational messages, and personal reflections. The hashtag #PacquiaoBarrios has been trending off and on across platforms like Instagram and X, formerly Twitter, as fans debate who's got the edge and how the fight might unfold. Adding to the excitement, the undercard will showcase a mix of rising prospects and veteran fighters, making the entire event feel like a celebration of boxing. Tributes to Pacquiao's legendary career will be featured throughout the night, giving fans a chance to reflect on everything he's accomplished. There's even talk that this could be Pacquiao's final fight, win or lose, which adds an emotional twist to an already unforgettable matchup.
So basically, your interpretation is that the boxing public is upset because they believe Pacquiao's going to beat Barrios, which is going to lead to a Tank Pacquiao fight?
Yes, look around. Look in the Discord. That's what everybody, Pac and Tank, that's being set up.
Oh,
Tank
so
and Pac.
okay, so they saying Barrios is the setup for Tank and Pac. I didn't see that, but your argument makes sense. If he beats Barrios, there's nothing wrong with him fighting Tank. But the issue is he don't deserve the Barrios fight off of 3 years off and a loss to Ugas.
Next, cry me a river, man. That's what boxing is. But longer deserve a Canelo fight.
While excitement around Manny Pacquiao's return is high, there are also serious concerns about his age and the wear and tear on his body. At 46, Pacquiao would be one of the oldest fighters to compete at this level. Medical experts and sports analysts have pointed out that, although he's passed all the required health checks, things like reflexes and recovery time naturally decline with age. Still, those close to Pacquiao say he's in outstanding shape and fully committed. Recent training videos show him holding his own against younger sparring partners, still flashing the speed and agility that once made him a dominant force in the ring. Even so, not everyone is convinced. Former world champion Amir Khan recently shared his concerns about Pacquiao's comeback. "Manny is a legend, no question," Khan said. "But boxing is a young man's sport. At 46, your body just doesn't bounce back the same way. I'd hate to see him get hurt trying to push beyond his limits." Khan acknowledged that Pacquiao still looks sharp in training, but cautioned that looking good in the gym isn't the same as going 12 rounds with a hungry, younger fighter like Mario Barrios. The stakes are high, and so are the risks.
Manny got in touch with me as well. Manny was like, "Shall we do a fight? Shall we?" Like, he's quite serious about it. He was like, "Shall we make a fight happen?" I go, "Listen, if you can get a funder, if you can get someone like a Turkey Shake on board, then why not?"
There's no. I mean, that must be able to be made. That.
Yeah.
I mean, surely.
You do that for the right money, right?
Massive. Look, we've had our best days, and I think a fight like that would definitely sell. I mean, Manny having a massive Philippine fan base, and all around the world really, and then obviously myself, I've got a decent fan base as well. So I think it will definitely sell, and people would like to see. You know, when people make comebacks. I mean, people always like to see them see how the fight's going to be. And me and Manny are probably in the same position. We'd be both being retired for like 3-4 years. I think it will make a good fight.
And you're only 38 as well, I mean. So we've seen boxers older than that getting back into the ring. I mean, you're still at a good age where you certainly could box again.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, look at George Foreman, the late George Foreman. You know, he was a great champion, and he came back. I think he must have been in his late 40s when he come back and won a world title as well. So look, in boxing, it's always that one punch. And at the same time, though, guys, is that I look back and think, do I need to get back in the ring again? You know, we've always been prize fighters. I've always taken punches to the head. It could just be that one punch that hurts you, and you know, God forbid you get hurt and you can't spend good quality time with your family.
Amir Khan also took a moment to look back on the big fight with Manny Pacquiao that never happened. According to Khan, the much-anticipated matchup fell apart due to a mix of contract issues and financial roadblocks. He explained that talks were derailed by unreliable intermediaries and broken promises from potential investors, especially those tied to a proposed bout in the United Arab Emirates. The fight didn't happen because Bob Arum said the investors in Dubai, or wherever in the UAE, couldn't pull the money together, Khan recalled. They needed more time, and it just fell through. Despite the missed opportunity, Khan hasn't ruled out stepping into the ring again, under the right conditions. He's made it clear that a return would only be for high-stakes matchups against elite names like Pacquiao or Floyd Mayweather. I'm 90% done with boxing, Khan admitted. I don't have the same love for it anymore. It would only be for something really big, like Manny or Floyd.
There's been talks about it for a long time that, he wants to fight again. But I don't know, there's nothing really that materialized from it, you know what I mean? As long as if we can get like a Turkey or a Sheikh or someone to put the money down and and persuade Manny to do this, then it'll happen. But other than that, I don't think it'll happen.
You've been talking. I know you've always wanted.
We know each other. We spoke about it, but it's somewhat about the investment. If someone's willing to put the investment down, and we've not really got anyone.
WBC President Mauricio Suleiman has confirmed that Manny Pacquiao is set to face current WBC welterweight champion Mario Barrios in July 2025. This marks Pacquiao's first fight since his loss to Yordanis Ugas in August 2021, ending nearly 4 years of retirement. Now officially cleared by the Nevada State Athletic Commission, and under WBC rules that allow former champions to return, Pacquiao is eligible to fight for a world title once again. However, the formal fight announcement is being held off until Pacquiao wraps up his Senate campaign in the Philippines, which concludes on May 12th. Once that's done, all signs point to one of the biggest boxing events of the year becoming official.
As of now, Mario Barrios is the WBC champion, so who is he mandated to fight next? Do you have made that decision yet?
Well, at this time, Mario Barrios is going to fight Manny Pacquiao in July. That's a tremendous fight. It was released, PBC. Manny Pacquiao first title was the flyweight WBC, and he wants to retire as WBC champion, so he's fighting in the welterweight division.
He's an interesting guy, man, because he's so friendly. Right. You know, like even like when people are trash talking, he's like smiling, and then he gets in that ring. Different fucking dude. Right. Once he steps through that ropes, like this is a whole different set of rules he's flying with.
Like Keith Thurman talking about you gonna crucify him and stuff like that, and he just
don't say that. Yeah.
and got crucified.
Yeah, but he's super
I wish you the best
too.
Good luck in that fight.
Good luck in that fight.
I already said he's got these T-Rex arms. Everybody's talking about how fast he is. Manny Pacquiao, T-Rex arm. Bop, bop, bop.
Pacquiao. Oh, down goes Thurman! And let me tell you, that was just a quick punch. Pacquiao again, the aggressor. See? Now the response by Manny Pacquiao.
Manny Pac-Man!
According to reports, Premier Boxing Champions and TGB Promotions have reserved the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas for July 19th, widely expected to be the date and venue for the Pacquiao-Barrios showdown. WBC officials have expressed support for the fight, with one insider stating, "I really like the idea. Pacquiao can still beat or at least compete with any top fighter today." That sentiment reflects the WBC's openness to sanctioning the bout, recognizing both Pacquiao's lasting star power and his competitive edge. Pacquiao's longtime advisor, Sean Gibbons, also backs the matchup, calling it a smart and realistic opportunity. He described Barrios as the perfect opponent and labeled the bout a.
We have Sean Gibbons here, Manny Pacquiao's right-hand man, advisor, head of MP Promotions. Sean, I know you spent a lot of time with Manny Pacquiao over recent weeks and months. There's a lot of conversations about Manny's comeback. What is the latest that you could offer and the update around the potential matchup with Mario Barrios?
Well, the latest is Manny's fighting an exhibition on 28th in Japan. So, you don't really look past that. But if he's successful there, Mario Barrios, we've talked about Conor Benn, which I believe was a great fight. That would have been a tremendous fight. We could have done it in England. We could have done it in the U.S. We could have done it in Riyadh season. But the fact that he wasn't able to come off the suspension, that put the brakes on that. So that brought us to Mario Barrios. He's the WBC world champion. Manny's first belt ever many years ago was a WBC belt. So I think it would have been a great story and a very winnable fight for Manny. So again, over the next month or so, we'll either be able to make these fights or we won't. That is definitely on the target.
Manny Pacquiao's career stands alone in boxing history. He's the only fighter to win world titles in 8 different weight divisions, ranging from flyweight to light middleweight, a 39-pound span. That remarkable achievement highlights his ability to adapt and succeed even when facing much larger opponents. By comparison, Sugar Ray Robinson, often considered one of the greatest, dominated mainly in just 2 weight classes, welterweight and middleweight. While Robinson's record of 174 wins and 109 knockouts is extraordinary, his success came within a narrower range. As for the upcoming fight, the betting odds are tight. Barrios holds a slight edge with oddsmakers due to his youth and recent activity, but Pacquiao's legacy, fan base, and underdog spirit have many still backing him. He's been underestimated before, and proven the doubters wrong time and again. This fight isn't just about boxing, it's also about pride, heritage, and global attention. Pacquiao remains a national icon in the Philippines, with his comeback sparking public celebrations and watch parties across the country. Barrios, on the other hand, represents a rising American star, with fans in San Antonio and the wider Latino community firmly in his corner. In many ways, it's more than a bout, it's a cultural moment, with both fighters carrying the hopes of their nations into the ring.
He also has a case for greatest fighter, pound for pound, who ever lived. Think about, by the way, I don't think he wins that argument. Sugar Ray Robinson is safely ensconced in that position. But Henry Armstrong, Muhammad Ali, Harry Greb, Sam Langford, Floyd Mayweather, Pernell Whitaker, whoever else you want to mention, put Pacquiao's resume up to those guys. Bill James, the great baseball sabermetrician, had a way of ranking baseball players that I came across as a kid and thought, that's really smart. You have to rank them at their best and then also over the course of their careers. Because when you have that argument, are you talking about who accomplished the most or what heights did they reach? What peak did they reach? Take either for Pacquiao. Take his peak. Was it at 140 pounds when he obliterated Ricky Hatton, Miguel Cotto, and then Oscar De La Hoya, though that was at 147? Was that Pacquiao's peak? Because remember, that's when the Mayweather-Pacquiao hype actually reached fever pitch. Oh my God, these are 2 of the best fighters we've ever seen, and they're both in their primes.